So yesterday I started an introduction about how disease has two components, which is number one, the emotions. So over a period of time, there are specific emotions suppressed in an area of your body. And over time, it's going to cause body aches or even more serious issues such as chronic disease or autoimmune disease or cancer. And the second component is environment. So it depends what you're putting in your body in terms of your diet and also what you're surrounding yourself with, for example, because everything is energy, right? So, for example, if you are in a home where there's mold, you're using toxins, all these chemicals are contributing to your disease and also other people's energy, right? Because if you're surrounding yourself with negative people, that's also going to be toxic. Anyway, so I am gonna do a 7-day series where I'm gonna split the body in 7 parts, and each part I wanna cover specific emotions. So if you growing up had these specific emotions that I'm gonna show you over time, then these emotions are gonna show up, or from time to time, these are the emotions gonna show up in aches and pains in this one particular area. And today I'm gonna start with the head. So if you or anyone close to you suffers from chronic headaches or migraines, listen up, make sure you forward this video because it's going to help you. You're always going to have the 2 factors. So the feelings, suppressing these particular emotions, and also environmental. So what are you eating that is causing these migraines? Also in the head area, okay, I'm gonna cover sinuses and hearing, and also let's see, eyes, but mainly migraines and headaches, because I know a lot of people have that. So we're gonna do day 1. Okay, so when you have issues, when you have pain or chronic illness, disease, cancer, autoimmune disease, any type of illness, that means your body is screaming at you. Okay, that body is communicating with your body, is screaming at you. Your body is communicating, hey, pay attention, we have emotions that we need to address. You've been suppressing them, and as a result, I'm having pain because you are not addressing them. You're not paying attention. And if over time you are not paying attention, what's going to happen is that your body needs to get louder until you pay attention and listen. All right, that's why it's super important to have this knowledge, because the sooner you catch this, so it could start from like minor headaches or a migraine here and there. The sooner you can address it, the healthier you're gonna become. Okay, so head area. So if you are someone who's dealing with migraines, or someone, the underlying cause, emotions, is about being, you most likely you're a perfectionist, OCD, okay, in certain areas, and overthinking. And this is a result from somewhere in your childhood. At some point, you have to really work hard and be perfect to feel love. So at some point in your childhood, if we had to have a session, and I'll take you back to 3 scenes, we're gonna see a pattern where you did not feel good enough to be loved. And so therefore, your brain developed a program where it told you, you have to be perfect in order to be accepted, in order to be seen, in order to receive love. Okay, so if you're someone with migraines, chronic migraines, or someone, most likely you have the perfectionism, OCD, and you've got this belief embedded in you, in your subconscious, and most likely you don't know about this because you haven't had hypnotherapy or you haven't done any shadow work. Other terms for shadow work, you could, if you're into self-development, inner child work, and just inner child and just going within. Okay. All right. So that is if you are having chronic headaches, migraines, or you know someone close to you. If you are someone who deals with sinus issues, or someone close to you in your home, and any issues in your sinus area, underlying cause, it's typically you're feeling stuck. So there's stuckness, okay, feelings of stuckness, and also blocked intuition. So at some point, yeah, we had to do a session. At some point, you stop trusting your intuition because you might have gotten in trouble or not accepted by following your intuition. This is super, super, super common when it comes to spiritual people, empath. I've seen this over and over and over, where empathic spiritual people shut down their intuition because by following their intuition, it got them in some form of trouble or pain. Because remember, the brain's job is not to make you happy. That is not the brain's job. The brain's job is to keep you safe and away from pain. So let's take this example, sinus issue, feeling blocked, or you're blocking your intuition. If, let's say when you were younger, you're using your intuition, and let's say you were, and this actually showed up one of the sessions I'm remembering, if you were a child, highly intuitive, and you were seeing things, and you were connected, and you were hearing and getting things, and you grew up in a family super, super religious, super, super Catholic, super religious, and they taught you you're like seeing the devil or something like that, okay? And they got you together with a priest because they thought you're cuckoo. Then at that point, as a child, so you're 5-year-old, your brain's job is to keep you safe. So at that point, your brain says, you know what? Following your intuition and sharing this information with your parents by telling them that you're seeing and knowing things, it's getting you in trouble. It's causing you a lot of pain. Let's shut down the intuition to keep you safe. And at the time, it's age appropriate, and it's doing its job, and it's keeping you safe. However, you grow up as an adult, not being able to connect with intuition now. And your intuition is your inner compass. Your intuition is your connection with your higher knowing, with God, with the universe, with whatever you believe. And it's super, super important, and you need that. So if you're an adult and you feel disconnected from that intuition, you're gonna feel lost. Yeah, you will always going to rely on someone outside of you for answers. You're always going to go to people for answers, and you've got all the answers within you. Okay, every question you have, you've got all the answers within. You just have to know how to connect with yourself, how you are able to connect with God, the universe, and how to slow down, and how to be in nature and just put the phone down, be alone for a little bit so you can hear that intuition guiding you. Okay, it's super, super important that you're connected with your intuition, because that's everything. That's your guidance for everything. That's what's gonna keep you safe if you're traveling, or if you're in a place that's, and it's telling you not to go there or not to trust someone, so super, super important. So if you're someone who is dealing with sinus issues, deep down, most likely we're gonna find that you have the feeling stuck and blocked intuitions. If you are someone, or someone close to you has eyesight, it's the underlying cause is about you have difficulty seeing the truth or clarity in life. So over time, you've been going through multiple situations. So you've been through some trauma that caused, you've seen things, and you have clarity issues to see clearly in life. So therefore that is going to reflect in your eyes. Okay, if you are someone who is dealing with hearing loss or that buzzing in your ears, it was called tinnitus, I don't know if I'm saying it right. So hearing issues. I'm laughing because I have a very close friend of mine who's got hearing problems. He cannot hear, and he's quite young. Okay, he's not older, but he's been through a lot of trauma through the divorce. It was very, very traumatic. There's a lot of yelling, a lot of negative energy, a lot of cursing. Okay, if someone in your family is constantly cursing and just negative, that's, remember, everything is energy. That's energy. So cursing, and I'm not saying they just throw the F word and like here and there. It's not the word, it's the energy behind it. You know what I mean? It's like someone who's like constantly cursing in like a negative way, that nasty energy. If you have someone living with you in your home, that energy is coming at you, okay? And your body is absorbing it, and it will affect you physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And it will show up. It will show up in some area of your body. So in this case, what I was telling you about my friend, because he went through this traumatic divorce, and his ex was constantly cursing, and there was like this constant toxic negative energy coming. He, as a coping mechanism, started subconsciously shutting his ears. He doesn't know he was doing that, but his brain is like, this cursing and this yelling constantly, it's causing you pain. How can we make you safe? If you're going to stay in the situation, let's make you deaf or partially deaf. Okay, it's crazy, brilliant at the same time how we are designed, how it's important that you understand how your body is designed, because this way, if you are experiencing chronic pain, you can address the root. Okay, the emotional part of the root. With each video, I'm going to do the disclaimer. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist. This is my point of view from what I've witnessed personally, from my personal health issues, and also what I've seen with my clients during session. So I'm bringing the emotional part. I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm just giving you knowledge about how emotions are affecting your body and what emotions are causing specific body aches and specific disease. So today we covered the head part, and then tomorrow, day 2, stay tuned, I'm gonna do the throat area.